This is a weapon that can 3-shot kill across the map with absolutely no recoil, and it comes with 200 rounds. The PULEMYOT. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I say a lot of guns are broken, but this is literally an actual broken gun because it's a 3-shot kill up to 47.2 meters, which the only way you can get that is if we add the heavy barrel. This one's gonna also add some recoil control, making it a little bit easier to use at long range. When we do take a look at the headshot damage, this thing does 54 damage to the head, and so as long as you mix in one headshot up to 47.2 meters, you are gonna get a 3-shot kill, making it a very busted weapon. Plus, our bullet velocity is gonna get an increase, making it feel like hit scan. So overall, this gun is going to feel so much stronger with this barrel, but it is going to be bringing down the mobility. It's really not that much mobility, but if we do take a look at the mobility that it is bringing down, it's that sprint to fire speed, which honestly does get pretty annoying, which is why I'm going to be adding the 75 round belt. This one's going to increase that sprint to fire speed by 13.6%, so it's going to mitigate those cons, plus add a little bit of sprint to fire speed on top of that. Plus, our overall handling and mobility is going to get a massive boost. And if we take a look at the ADS movement speed, that's going to be increased by 10.5%, so you can strafe very quick with this weapon. This is a very heavy gun, but you can strafe very quick, and so now you're going to have more aim assist, which is your rotational aim assist. You always want to strafe since it activates that rotational aim assist, and you are going to be a harder target to hit. We all know the master camos look amazing in Modern Warfare 3, but they take hundreds of hours to get, so if you want to save yourself some time, I would definitely check out Gwapsi. Gwapsi is a very reliable company who will play in your account and unlock anything you want with a very fast delivery time. They have been sponsoring me for a long time, and I haven't seen a single negative review, and so I would really check them out. I'll have their link in the description. And so now, since you guys could see, there is still a little bit of recoil on the weapon. At like close and medium range, it's going to be very easy to use, but if you do want to take advantage of that insane range that this gun has, we are going to want to add the Ivanhoe wood stock. This one's also going to add a lot of firing aiming stability, which the firing aiming stability, I say this a lot, this is going to basically make it so your gun doesn't sway at all when you're in a gunfight. If it's swaying before the gunfight, that doesn't really matter. You don't want to sway at all when you're in the gunfight, so then you have more of a predictable, controllable, normal recoil pattern, and you're also going to get a lot of recoil control with this stock, making this weapon super easy to use at long range. You guys are going to see in the gameplay, I am beaming like crazy, and when you use it yourself, you're going to be astonished of how good this class is. This thing is completely nasty. For the next attachment, this one is for a little bit more recoil control. I know there's really not that much recoil in the weapon, but when I didn't have this underbarrel, it was a little bit hard to like have 100% 3-shot accuracy at long range, and then when I did add these underbarrels, I noticed I was really beaming and all the enemies thought I was hacking. So for the underbarrel, it is personal preference. For me, I really like the Bruin Pivot vertical grip because this one is going to add a lot of vertical recoil control. The horizontal recoil, that left to right bounce, that side to side, is a lot harder to control, but I noticed there isn't that much with this weapon. There's just a lot of vertical, which when you do add this vertical grip, it's going to eliminate all that vertical, making it very easy to use at long range. And then we also get recoil gun kick, which is like your overall recoil control. Yes, we are losing a little bit of our mobility, but it's only 4% to the ADS speed and 1.2% for the sprint to fire, and so you're not going to really notice it that much, but you are going to notice how you're beaming with this underbarrel. But there is another one that you guys could try out, which that one is going to be the Bruin Heavy Support Grip. The reason I don't really care for this one is that it doesn't really give you any vertical, gives you a lot of horizontal, but when you add this one, you're going to notice, yes, your gun doesn't bounce side to side, but it's going to be bouncing up and down a decent amount, making it kind of hard to use at long range. It's just, I know some people do like the Bruin Heavy, and so I would try out both of them and just use the one that you like most. For me, I like the Bruin Pivot vertical grip, and I just want to show you guys real quick how this thing has literally no recoil. These 4 attachments are basically the base build. I guess it looks like there's a little bit, but I just beam that back target pretty easily. So these 4 attachments are going to be the base part of the build. You could even take off the 75 round mag and have one of the variations I'm about to give you. It's just I really like the mobility, and I don't like my sprint to fire speed being that slow. That's one reason I don't really like light machine guns. So if you guys do want to add an optic, which I think the iron sights on this weapon are so cool, and it makes this weapon way more fun to use. Yes, it might be a little bit easier to use with an optic, but the iron sights are way more fun, and you know, we're playing a game to have fun, so I do recommend you guys to use iron sights. But the Coronet Insulas is a very good optic on here because it looks like, yes, it looks like there's a little bit of recoil, but we have a very clean sight and we have a built-in laser, furthermore bringing up that mobility and the stability, making this thing actually a lot easier to use. And so if I personally were to run an optic, I'd probably add the Coronet Insulas despite having a laser on there. If I don't really want the enemies to see my laser, then I will add the Slate Reflector, or I'm going to add the Mark III Reflector or the Niter Model 2023. This is all personal preference, or if you're playing playing Warzone, you might want to add the Coil Eagle Eye. That one is going to be a very clean sight that makes the gun easy to use at long range. And then for the lasers, I wouldn't really add one because you can just add the optic that gives you a laser. A flashlight is actually very good on this weapon. So I know I say the flashlight's good on like every gun, but that's because it literally increases your sprint to fire speed by 12.6%, which this gun has a very slow sprint to fire speed. And so this build right here, if you guys want to take a screenshot, is a very good one. But say your gun still has a little bit too much recoil for your liking and you just want your thing to be an absolute beam, then I would add the Demo TL20 recoil grip. This one's going to add a lot of firing, aiming stability, which that stock is also giving you firing, aiming stability. So overall, this gun is going to have zero sway when you go to fire it. Plus, you are going to have an increase of 7.8% for the horizontal and vertical recoil control, making this thing an absolute beam. It's just, I don't think you need that much recoil control, and so that's why I'm not going to be adding a rear grip. In the future, I'll probably give you guys some builds with like the conversion kits. Oh, that would actually be a good idea. If I give you one regular build and then one build with the conversion kit, I drop a nuke with the conversion kit and I drop a nuke with the regular build. Let me know if you would want that. Also, if you want to add an ammo type, I'm personally not going to be adding an ammo type, but the high grain rounds are very good since it does increase the range by 15%. So now you actually can get a 3-shot kill up to 54.3 meters, and then the bullet velocity is over 1,000, which is actually, I think this is like the strongest, biggest damage range out of any other gun in the game. And then say you're playing Warzone, the hollow point is very good because this one is going to slow down the enemy. I know it says it just gives you bullet penetration, but I'm pretty sure that is a bug because hollow point always slows down the enemy, plus the description says that, making it pretty good for Warzone. Overpressured, this is if you want to be an asshole to the enemies. Overpressured is going to make it so the enemy's screen shakes so much, making it very hard for them to hit their shots on you. Armor piercing is pretty good for shipping, so you can shoot through the crates. High velocity, you don't really need that. If you're going to add high velocity, might as well just add the high grain rounds, so then you get bullet velocity and a little bit more damage range. But what I'm rocking in the gameplay is going to be a muzzle, which you guys got like 3 different options for the muzzles. So if you want to eliminate all of the recoil on the weapon, I would add the L4R flash hider. Yes, we are losing a little bit of our ADS speed, but this one's going to add like 13% more recoil control across the board. Another one that is also very good is going to be the bulleted break. This one is actually very broken. Yes, we are losing a little bit of our damage range, but this gun already has so much damage range to where that's not going to really impact you that much. And then if we take a look at the recoil control, you guys are going to see there's basically no vertical recoil whatsoever on this gun. At this point, you might want to add the heavy support grip just so you get the horizontal recoil control and then you get the vertical recoil control. And so kind of, you want to switch some attachments based off if you're adding other attachments. And so now if you're added the bulleted break, yeah, I would definitely add the heavy grip because it's not going to really hurt the ADS speed as much and you get a lot of horizontal recoil control. So if you want to absolutely no recoil, this is a great build, but it's not the build that we're rocking in the gameplay. The build that we're rocking in the gameplay, I am going to have a suppressor just so I'm off the radar. I think it's a little bit easier to streak up when the enemies can't see you on the radar and they can't hear you, which I don't really want any cons, so I'm just going to be adding the Shadow Strike suppressor. Absolutely no cons, and we just get to stay off the radar. Another one that is pretty good for this weapon, I believe, not the Spear of Fire, but the Sonic one is pretty good. We're only losing a little bit of our recoil control and a little bit of sprint to fire speed, but we do get more damage range. And so maybe for Warzone you would want to add this, but I think in Warzone a lot of people like the Spear of Fire, so you can maximize. Actually, yeah, I would add the Sonic if you're on Warzone, since you don't need that much recoil control and you get the same amount of damage range. And so again, for Warzone or just in general, you want you're going to be stronger, add the Sonic. But for me, for multiplayer, I'm just going to be adding the Shadow Strike. And if you guys want a screenshot, this is going to be the best PULEMYOT. Let me know in the comments if I'm saying that correct, but that's the best build for it. We're running the Renetti as our secondary, a little bit basic, but this Renetti build is nasty. Running the infantry vest, since this gun does slow you down a lot, I want to be able to feel like I'm moving around a little bit quicker, so I am adding the infantry vest. Assassin's vest is pretty good, so then you're off the radar. Demolition vest is actually pretty good for the light machine guns too, so then you can sit back, you can constantly chuck nades because they're going to replenish every 25 seconds, and you can you get your stims every 25 seconds. So demolition, I might actually be rocking that in one of the gameplays, I can't remember. And then I got the trophy system, since on shipping, you kind of need trophy system. Munitions box and DDoS is pretty good. Portable radar is also very good. And then for the gloves, since I don't have the munitions box, scavenger, if I have the munitions box, I'm going to be running the marksman gloves, so then I don't have as much sway and it's a little bit easier to stay on target when the enemies are shooting at me. You might want to add another one. This is all personal preference, just use kind of whatever you want. Covert sneakers so the enemies don't hear me, but again, run whatever you want. Lightweight boots don't actually give you more movement speed if you are running the infantry vest, keep that in mind. So you might want to add something else, or it's the running. The infantry vest will tell you if you read the description. And then for the third perk, EOD, just so I don't die by nades. Ghost is also pretty good. And then conduction headset, very broken. You can hear the enemy's footsteps very loudly, and that's going to wrap it up. So let's get into the nasty MGB gameplays. Yo, guys, this gun, very good. Not that good for rushing, though, because it doesn't have the fastest fire rate. So if you miss any shots, your time to kill kind of goes down by a lot. Now, where are these enemies? Or what? Okay, they're on the point. Wait, we got one guy over here. See what I mean right there? I missed one shot in Fonzo. A man named Fonzo killed me. So I'm going to show you the best way to play with this light machine gun. And that sounds kind of crazy the way I said that. So we're going to go over here. You might think, why are you running away? I ain't running away. I don't run. Climb, so what the f? Loser. Where did you come from? We get this guy out. The slower you play with this gun, the better it is. You still can play aggressive, which is why some people, which is why I like the 75 round magazine. So it kind of allows me to play in whichever way I want to play. Buddy, come on. Okay, you can't just hide under the slide the entire game. Thank you. Okay, I don't know where these guys are at. They kind of know I'm up here, but I feel like I'm controlling them like cattle because we can't really rush too much with this weapon. Oh, were you dead? We got a man right in there. I already know. Oh! Jesus. I forgot they spawn in here. Dude, that was so risky. I'm going to make sure they're not in here. Clear this whole area out. See, look, they're still down here. And now I know that's safe. So then since my teammates have that left side, the enemies are going to be coming down through here. We're going to finesse them. They're over here now. I'm going to call in the advanced. Look at this, boys. We just know the spawns. That's all Call of Duty is. It's just a game of spawns. Game of predictions. Damn it. Shit. Whoa, soldier. Why would you lay down in war? Bro, that was scary. That was really fucking spooky. So all the enemies are going to be looking down this because, you know, they're just tunnel visioned. They think we only can be coming from one way. So that's why I'm going to flank them. And my teammate did not get the memo where he just did not even think about that. That you can just come in from over here, use your suppressed gun. So we know he's in this corner. I'm going to go up this. Shit, what the fuck was that? But why is that so awkward? I don't really use the pistol on the ladder too much. And that was really fucking awkward. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, shit. Okay, you know what? I feel like a fucking NPC over here. I'm gonna go use some cover. I'm gonna go think outside the box. Oh, we're gonna go up here. And we're gonna take this guy out of the game. This is why I don't do too many light machine gun videos. I really like this gun. It's just a little bit slow. And I want to use the submachine guns are my favorite. Even though they're not that good in this game, that's why the MTZ is like it's like an SMG that has like the damage of an AR. And keep playing this back area. The enemies probably know I'm back here. I did waste my advanced UAV. Yo, we're on a 20? Okay, we're actually a little bit closer than I thought. Is that a man? Is that a man? Oh, I thought that was a mannequin. I knew the second I was gonna move, he's gonna show up. So I know they're over on that flag, but I know there's a guy in here. What is he doing? Dude, this is the slowest gameplay I've ever uploaded to the channel. What the fuck? What are you doing? Why? What the fuck? Okay. Bro, sometimes I'm so ass at this thing. Right, there we go, there we go. I don't even know how they're already spawning behind us. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude, it's just a cluster. Just a cluster. Yo, this thing is just so fun on shipping. It's so freaking fun on shipping. Because it's like across the map. Okay, on this map, you really don't need a barrel on the gun, so you can probably take it off and then maybe have maybe a bigger magazine or something for shipping. Kind of depends on the map you're playing, which is why I try to give you guys variations and things. But yo, this thing, no, I'm dead. Damn it, dude. I'm trying to get in their spawn so I can get like a crazy spawn check. It's just a little bit hard to finesse them always because of the slower sprint to fire speed. There we go, there we go. Oh, yo, I actually won that. Usually you don't want to chow the same thing twice, which is why I'm going back over here, but that worked out right then. We're just better. We just got that crazy damage. Bro, this thing sounds so good. Oh my days. I could probably just sit in the back and get the nuke. I'm dead. I got EOD on too. Bro, I swear EOD doesn't work. Or it only works when it needs to work. Okay, so we got our trophy system. We're about to get the helo. If I can get the advanced UAV, that is actually so golden. I don't mean to play like this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. This thing on hardcore too, you can just sit and just like wallbang like crazy. You were dead. We're throwing on trophy. Just sitting back a little bit. I know we're playing like a loser. I'm just showing you guys. This is the way you got to use the light machine guns. This is the way you got to use them. They're a little bit heavy. I don't even know why they're called light. Motherfuckers are heavy as shit. Bro, stop with the nades. Calm down with the nades. Bro, I really want to push up. I really want to. And I want to see if I can get them in a spawn trap. I just know they're just locked up and I'm not going to be able to move. Maybe if I use... I should actually do like an overkill class where I have like a submachine gun on as well. Stop stunning. Okay, so all my teammates are getting trapped back here. So I need to actually push up and get some map control. Stop with the nades. Motherfuckers. Dudes don't even see anyone. They just start rolling that shit down like they're playing golf. Yo, we're on a 12. We're almost halfway there. Let's go. Oh, we got the advanced UAV too. Okay, you know what? I think it's time to move up. Shit. Random nades. You know you're on shipping when you just randomly get naded. Okay, I'm gonna reload, then I'm gonna call in the advanced UAV. Teammate, no, I'm friendly. Go away. No. I'm on a streak. Guys, go. What are you guys doing? I'm on a streak. I have permission to be back here. I only got 20 bullets, but you know what? Okay, I think I gotta use this DG. That's another light machine gun. That one actually is pretty good as well, but overall, a lot of the light machine guns I don't really care for in this game. I like my guns having more mobility. Like, I could have gave this PULEMYOT more mobility, but then there's a little bit less recoil control to where you can't really use it in its strong suits. Like, maybe on shipping you'll pop up, on anything else you won't really. Okay, teammate, no, only I have permission to sit back here. No, he's over there. He's making all the enemies look at him. You dead, buddy. The enemies won't expect you to come up behind them. Gotta play unpredictable. Okay, I don't mean to use this gun. I want to use the gun we're supposed to use. I just got no ammo. I don't know how to use it. I got no ammo for it. Hey, come on, enemies. Come on, guys. Move forward. I know I need to move forward, but let's stick forward. Come on, guys. Bro, this is the biggest Panchito gameplay I've ever given you guys. I feel like a wuss. I feel like a big wuss right now. Yo, dude, that thing's so fun to use. Oh my days. Yo, you know, I still actually haven't leveled up every gun in the game. I'm kind of slacking. I'm using my my buddy's account right now, which he has Interstellar. Eventually, I'll have the Interstellar soon. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? Now we gotta go overdrive mode. I'm calling in that swarm. I put the scavenger gloves on. We got the trophy system. No, motherfuckers, you guys do not get to survive this game. No, I am nuking you. 1,000,000%. I am nuking. I don't give a shit. That's crazy. Nah, I feel like I just... Bro, no way. No way I played like that to die off the nuke. Oh, I actually gotta watch out. My swarm is actually gonna kill me. This guy's gonna come back around. He's going in circles. Sometimes when the swarm's not even near you, it still will kill you. Guys, calm down. Stop with the fucking nades. Breathe. Relax. Meditate. I know you can't really with all the swarms, but still. Fuck, dude. No. Absolutely fucking not. Now I know you're going to throw your entire inventory at me, and then you're going to go die and throw it again. So I got that trophy done. Bro, it's like I hate this map and I hate this gun, but then all of a sudden you get so many kills and then you realize why you're playing shipping again. As long as you mix in one headshot with your shots, you can get that 3-shot kill, that consistent 3-shot kill. We still actually have so much time. We only have about 80 kills, but we actually could get a 200 kills. Teammates, you guys gotta move though. You gotta fucking move. That left stick forward. Teammate, come on. You're being an NPC. Yeah, as long as you get one headshot, this thing's a murder weapon. There we go. Now I like shipping. Now I'm having a good time on shipping. I would push this, but I know they're gonna nade it. There we go. There we go. We're already on the 16, boys. See? Look, we're nasty. We're gonna do advanced UAV. Oh my god, they all spawned in front of me. We're gonna do this. We're gonna call in the helo. A little bit of distraction. Oh, thank god it's not an enemy's mosquito. Those mosquitoes, oh my god, they always kill you every time. Bro, no. No, 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 no. Okay, come on, soldier. Reload your fucking weapon. One of the perks that makes you reload your weapon is helpful for light machine guns, but I don't think it's really needed. Enemies, move forward. Look, see how I got no recoil? Look, they're all waiting for me, but I still obliterate them because I just have that no recoil. So I could make this thing better for shipment, but then you're gonna have you're gonna have a little of recoil, so that you can't do shit like that. Oh, this is the next hard point. I'm gonna rotate. The fuck? No, 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 no. What the hell, man? This is my little safe spot. I got my teammates over here. My NPC teammates. Always got to reload and move around so you don't get like, you know, you always got to stay moving. You don't ever want to stay stagnant. And then you always got to, you know, keep a little bit of eyes on the enemy. Buddy, absolutely not. So we got a couple of the Taliban up there. I'm gonna go up behind them. Who's this? Yo, the dude I just killed, he spawned in right behind me. I feel like that shouldn't be the case. I don't know. Something seems a little bit off right there. Let's see if we can get any range kills. I usually don't like Afghan, but with this gun, like, it actually fits this map perfectly. Like, if you're gonna use any gun on Afghan, use the PULEMYOT. Dude, that's a crazy name. Every time I say it, it just gets crazier. Yeah, I'm gonna try to come up behind them. There's some insane spawn traps you can get on this map. Hey, right there, they all just started spawning in front of me. No, you can slide and reload. Another thing I don't like about light machine guns is that sometimes it's like hard to slide or just do basic movements. I'll try to slide, and my guy's like, you know what? We're squatting today. I'm a little tired. We're sitting down for a second. Okay, I should be going through mid because all the enemies are gonna, yeah, all the enemies are gonna be looking into there. So we're gonna go to the way right side. This will be a little bit smarter. There's a guy right behind me. There's a guy in this plane, I'm pretty sure. No, he's not in the plane. Oh, he's right there. Dude, someone walked past me. I was like, I know there's someone around me. Okay, we got the advanced UAV on Afghan. Shit's actually about to go down. Teammates, shoot him. Weaken him, please. Oh, my teammates died? Okay. We got trophy system because they're going to be throwing their entire inventory at me. And I have to wait 3 business days for myself to reload. Even though I got the 75 round mag on, it still takes 9 years. Gotta get these guys out of the sides because they're a bigger threat to me. Bro, this is the most broken light machine gun in the game. Oh my days. You know, I don't think I've ever given you guys an Afghan gameplay. Damn! No. Okay, so all the enemies, it looks like they're going into mid. Are they going to be coming up here? I think there's probably one guy going for the flank, but I have time to come up over here. I hope I don't get shot in my asshole. We're going to go up to here. This is really risky. We're out in the open. We're gonna go up to here. Now we're gonna sit on this for a second. We're gonna resituate. We're gonna figure out where these guys are at. We know they're in the hard point, and I think they're all spawning down there. So I should be safe to be over here.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
Maybe. That was a kill. I didn't even get the kill sound effect.
Inside the perimeter.
Bro, this thing is so nasty. I love this gun. Bro, Afghan. I think I'm gonna start playing Afghan more. I wouldn't even mind if they did like a 24/7 Afghan. I feel like a loser right now. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You got one guy to my left. I don't really see him. I just want all the enemies to walk out here. Dude, I feel like I'm in the military right now. Like I'm fighting the Taliban.
The enemy holds the lead. Clock ticking.
Bro, this is definitely the best class for this gun. Dude's in the grass.
Hard point relocated. Secure the target area.
Come on. Why are you so mentally slow?
Push them back. Hostile mosquito is online.
Oscar Mastito? Mas Macchiato? Bro, imagine I died right there. Okay, I only have one shot, so I have to get this last kill with the pistol on this map. Dude, finally! Finally, I got the freaking MGB. The amount of 29s, 28s, 25 streaks I was on is insane. Oh my days. Now I gotta go for a shotgun nuke. That one I'm pretty excited for. I don't want to play on shipment, but then I kind of really do want to play on I might even save that for the YouTube, for the stream. Yo, that one shot. See how much damage this thing does? I'm gonna see how many kills I can go on. How high of a streak I can go on. Because on this map, you can get really good spawn traps. But goddamn, dude, that took 9 years. And I feel like a bot since these guys aren't even that good. It's just like stupid things. Yeah, you did. Yo, the swarms. The nuts are in. They all shoot. Yeah, do you see that feed? Look at that. God damn, dude, that swarm is so sick. It kills you all the time, but it's so fire. Yeah, I would love an Afghan 24/7 players. Do you see that kill feed? This map is so open. Jesus. It's still going. All the kills are just for me. Feels like Black Ops 2. And now my swarms are about to go in there and do that again to them. The whole feed's about to be full of my name. Possibly. Basically, wherever you see an enemy, a swarm is gonna land there, even if the enemy dies. And so I saw an enemy die there, and 3 seconds later, it's just, you know, my life was gone. My life was freaking gone, but we got the MG mother freaking B. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Nasty, nasty, nasty MGBs. Little 63 and 6.